All right. Wow. Okay. Not January, June 2nd, 2024, Gaia session. Tuiakia Tete Shidnia Tete Po. Putting aside the busy thinking mind, surrendering to unconditional love, illuminating our being, supporting our energy centers, illuminating it brighter, exiting the top of our head, going up, 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 plugging into source. Source is unconditional love. Water falls in. Our beams become brighter and brighter and brighter. We witness our support surrounding our being. As the unconditional love pours into our crown, our physical body receives it. It pours in, adhering to every cell, adhering to our DNA. Our cells in return emanate appreciation to source. With every particle and waveform that we emanate appreciation from every aspect. Relaxed in the physical body, we open our heart and pour into our energy body the unconditional love that continues to pour in to our crown. Our energy body absorbs, receives, expands, absorbs, receives, expands. And our energy bodies are now more dominant than our physical as our physical is relaxed. In our energy bodies, we circle up. In the center of our circle is a golden sphere. It is small and it grows larger and larger and larger. It gently lands on our laps. Our energy centers easily connect to the golden sphere, filling it with love for Gaia. We love you, Gaia. Cradling the golden sphere, filling it with love for Gaia. Relaxed and centered, fully connected. We rise, we float, cradling Gaia. We love you. We arrive at the council chambers, connecting to Alexandria, the head of the council. Welcome. Shall we begin with the anthem?
Gaia, oh beautiful Gaia, we sing to you. We do not fear, we are here, we are sincere, you seem to be here to guide me. From the corners, north, east, south, and west, we will you are back. We send you love, we send you life. We are grateful for you, this is true. We come together just for you.
Much appreciation. Indeed, we have. In this gathering, this continuation of the last delivery, the last receiving and optimizing and eliminating of certain energies of consternation to Gaia. We have two more pockets. These pockets, for your understanding, are generated by it is more so of not what occurred to the species, although that was a natural ramification or an addition, but it was the changes upon her surface, and which was also contributory by her inner structure as well. But it was vast changes which were not of concern, but the as you would say, the length of time. You refer to it as ice age, or a also a shifting of the continental plates and things that were you would have the similarity of a vast amount of change going on at one time, but also that change lingered. And of course, there was opportunities for some, as you would say, lands, but also there were areas of vast metamorphosis of which the species did not adapt, as adaptation is more lengthy than instantaneously adapting for species. Thus, the lingering of these changes, there is a sense, as you would say, in one pocket that the placement of the continents and the movement of the continents and the challenges of the climate, you would say, in certain areas that it was a differential. That is one pocket. So this pocket has generated this, you would say, increasing, it's somewhat equivalent to a trepidation of whether or not it would occur again and whether or not this would be removing of what is provided and ceasing of what is provided in certain lands. This will be honored, of course, again, but also altered to provide the remembrance of what the variations of these changes provided in different structures. And I will narrate as we go to the inner chamber. The second pocket is of equal distribution. There is not one that is denser than the other or one that is more pliable than another. It is that they are relatively of equal distribution, similar to the placement. And this is quite a correct analogy, just as the human species has kidneys where things are filtered through, these pockets have generated a filtering through for Gaia of certain energies and I will say channel ways. The second pocket was derived generally from the same events, but it was generated from her interesting, intentional modifying of the climate, which there are some things within Gaia that can generate with her intentions and increasing or decreasing depending on the locale and depending on the intention. But this was from the same events, but the intentions, I will summarize it in that it had an effect, but it did not cause the perturbance in the climate differential that was sought. So it was perceived by Gaia as non-adhering, non-influential, and non-successful, if you would wish. But indeed, there were contributions, and her intention was realized in many ways. So we will alter that. For this to bring forth in fruition, to understanding that her intentions are received, her intentions are deployed, and her intentions are effective. Portruda is already at the inner chamber, and we also have beings on standby at the two pockets that we are going to address. And we will go to the inner chamber now to join Portruda. There is, again, two insertions that will develop once we receive in the inner chamber the pockets that are ready to be released, to be received and altered and adjusted. Arriving at the inner chamber, we recognize the movement of the energies in the walls and things that in this cavern you would say that Protruda has readied for us. We recognize easily the portal that will be birthing the first pocket. And let us prepare the portal for the receiving. In full communique with the beings, let it be known now we are ready to receive the first pocket of energy. Understanding their density will not vary, welcoming it in sacred honor, allowing it to feel safe and welcomed. Gaia has already provided her permission, so to speak, for this. It is coming now, yes, receiving it into the chamber. We surround it, honoring it, allowing our connection to it as we witness, as it will be like kind for the second pocket, as we witness it is not a hard shell. It is not too membranous, but it has features of formations within what you would say you see movement, but you see certain patterns. I will leave it at that. You derive what you wish. Focus on one pattern. Yes, well done. All focusing on different patterns, connect with that pattern and allow it to feel its safety and comfort and its honoring. Understanding that these changes and these movements of the continental plates and these the aspects of the climate and things that occurred due to this, that there was a quite drastic change, a shift, a some would say a calamity, some would say a welcomed change in the climate, depending on what locale others were located on. As you focus on the one pattern that you have been connected to, honoring it in safety, let that pattern communicate with you. Let it tell you its story. Let it tell you what it had reaped from those scenarios. A rather quick, although it was not as quick as it was observed on her surface, but the movement of the plates, observe what it is telling you. Observe those energies and communicate with them that there is the perfect selection, the perfect diversity in harmony with the ecosystem as it shifted. Yes, let it feel where it is now and the beauty of her lines and segues, her peaks and valleys, and all the things that have occurred. Allow that pattern now to, you would say, instantaneously, as you would see, whether it be molten lava or formed rock, the formations of her layers, her crust going down, those patterns, understand, and they are deeply programmed by the different components of her structure. Understanding that things would be filtered through this. So it is not only momentum at that time, but momentum even to the present. Things will filter through this with her perception, but understanding that it is deeply combined with the energies of perfection that she is, the energy holding that space. Yes, well done. There is a significant geometrical pattern that is being inserted at the top, allowing whatever pattern that you have connected with in this pocket, allowing your features and your knowing of safety and security, that it is okay to welcome the pocket to welcome in this pattern at the upper aspect. Yes, yes, communicate that. Holding the space for the pocket for that pattern to gently pierce the outer layer and deposit the communication, the remedy, the medicine, if you wish. And we witness some of that now being released and witness it coming to the pattern that you have focused on and being received in the pattern as well, into the shape, into the what you are connected with. The pattern at the upper aspect will not seed all the way through. It is communicating and delivering, injecting if you wish, but witness its dispersal and feel the harmony as we all surround this pocket. Witness it receiving these new understandings to be filtered through, aligned with your perspective of all that Gaia is, all that she supports, all that she nurtures as she is nurtured. Yes, it is almost empty. When it is ejected, so to speak, it will be immediately sealed. We will send all of our patterns up to that area to seal it. It is ejecting now. Send your pattern to seal it. They all merge and meet at the entry point at the upper aspect, and they continue to deliver. We will now, before sending it back through the portal, we will now provide, I'll say, a sealant. Yes, yes, yes. It is not hard. It is somewhat pliable now to be able to move through the portal and to not disperse because it will remain a filter. Well done. We will now send it to the portal to address the second pocket. The beings received it. Well done. The second one will now be welcomed in. Let's cleanse and clear before it arrives. Yes. Witness the movement of the walls and the energy immediately clearing. Well done. Standing ready at wait at the station of the portal to receive the second one. And this one now being received, we again hold it secure, safe, honoring, 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 honoring. This one is the same constituency. We do not see a hard shell. We recognize that these opportunities, we honor the opportunities and the intention that Gaia flourished in. She did flourish, but there is a perception that it was not enough received, and there was not an immediate or extensive alteration of the climate to assist those on her lands due to the movement and the changes in the climate for those people. That the adaptation of all species, even though her climate infusions were existentially substantial, it was of the other's construct, which she was successful, allowing us to hold this pocket of energy and honoring what she did with her intention and letting her know that her intention is fully received, when it's filtered through, that it is perfect, that she can permeate, extend, flow through her intentions and alter what she wishes within her own creation. We support this. Witnessing the energies move within it, witnessing the softening. It was not hard, but you witness there is gentle movement now. As you see the movement within the pocket, focus at the, you will see it similar to like a circulatory flow, the vein-like structures, if you wish. Allow yourself to support that flow, the flow of her intentions, as things will filter through this pocket, that her intentions will flow out in the full knowing that is received, and she is empowered again. If you wish to focus on success, is that perspective for her. If you wish to flow empowerment to her through these areas. Allow also there to be a focus on harmony and peace, and knowing that what her intentions are, that they are received in perfection. The instrument of that is coming through that will be seating to the top is, it looks similar to a musical note. It may be similar to an ampersand. As it comes in, it will seed fully in. It is of construct of high alignment to rejuvenate this and strengthen the filtering process, filtering through the perspectives of her intention overall. As it is now seeded through, we will all connect with it profusely and flowing to it our full support and honoring her intentions. Well done. Well done. Witnessing it communicate with a full pocket. And that communication from the in flowing out will automatically seal as what we did in the last. Now connecting again to the vein-like structures, the most understandable way to see it, yes. And flowing with that and completion, her intentions are successful, holding that sacred honor for her intentions, all intentions that she has ever produced and that she will produce. Her intentions are guided by her, what you would say, inner compass, her knowing of all ancient and current ongoings. She knows her intuition, her knowing, honoring it. Yes, 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 yes. Witness the vein-like structures communicating with that musical note, I will say, in the center. And see it's strengthening, but it seeps to the outer surface. And as it does, we connect with that. And we allow it to be known that nothing will pierce that. There will be no leaking. It is to filter and to honor that perspective, honor and cherish her contributions of her intention. Gertruda, are we good? Preparing the way, let it be known that we are sending back this pocket. Fully sealed, it appears. Okay, we shall send it. And let us seal and cleanse the inner chamber. Well done, well done. It is received. It is in placement where it was before, as that had incorporated a beautiful filtration system, but it was filtered through the millenniums of perspective. We may return to the council chambers. Any observations or musings? Very well. Exiting the council chambers, floating back, floating back, floating back. We love you, Gaia. We love you. The golden sphere shrinks, our energy centers come back, 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 and we receive a shower from Creator, refreshing us for the day.